The call to the honourable member for Bennelong.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Education. What is the Albanese Labor government doing to build a better and fairer school education system? Are there any risks to this?
Give the call to the Minister for Education.
Thanks very much, Mr Speaker, and can I thank my friend, the best member for Bennelong we've ever had. Mr Speaker, yesterday the Prime Minister signed an agreement with Premier Crisafulli to fully fund all public schools in Queensland. And this is the last piece in the puzzle. This agreement means that now every public school in the country will be fully funded. No government has ever done this before. This is the biggest new investment in public education by an Australian government ever. Ever. It's worth an additional $16.5 billion over the next decade. And it's not a blank cheque. This is tied to the biggest reforms to school education in decades. Real and practical reforms designed to help children who fall behind when they're little to catch up and keep up, help more young people finish high school. And it's bigger than that, because, as we all know, a good education can change lives, but a good education system can change countries. And it's changed ours. Under Bob Hawke and Paul Keating, the number of children finishing high school jumped from 40% to almost 80%. And that was nation-changing. It created jobs and businesses that otherwise wouldn't have existed. And when the Liberals were last in government, they ripped the guts out of public school funding, $30 billion worth. And we're still reaping the consequences of that today. Because since then, the number of kids in public schools finishing high school has dropped from 83% down to 73%. This is what we have to turn around. It's what these agreements fundamentally are all about. This is real microeconomic reform. Because if we're going to build Australia's future, if we're going to build the country of our imagination, then we need people to build it. And this is about helping more young people finish high school and then go on to TAFE or to university to build the skills that they need for the jobs that exist today and will exist tomorrow. And that's what this is about. This is what Labor governments do. And it's what Liberal governments always try to undo. Labor builds and the Liberals cut. It's what they did last time. It's what they'll do again. And the opposition said as much himself the other day when he said, quote, "You should look at what politicians do as much or probably more than what they say." Well, there it is. There's all the evidence you need that he'll cut and you'll lose, that he'll cut funding from our public schools, and it's parents who will pay. It's children that will pay. It's every Australian that will have to pay, all to pay for $600 billion worth of nuclear reactors.